Ladies and gentlemen of the class of 97, wear sunscreen. If I could offer you only one tip for the future, sunscreen would be it. The long-term benefits of sunscreen have been proved by scientists, whereas the rest of my advice has no basis more reliable than my own meandering experience. I will dispense this advice now. Enjoy the power and beauty of your youth. Oh, never mind. You will not understand the power and beauty of your youth until they've faded. But trust me, in 20 years, you'll look back at photos of yourself and recall in a way you can't grasp now how much possibility lay before you and how fabulous you really looked. You are not as fat as you imagine. Don't worry about the future, or worry, but know that worrying is as effective as trying to solve an algebra equation by chewing bubblegum. The real troubles in your life are apt to be things that never crossed your worried mind, the kind that blindsides you at 4 p.m. on some idle Tuesday. Do one thing every day that scares you. Sing. Don't be
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Arcadia High School. Before we begin this evening, I'd like to invite you to join me in a moment of silence for all of those who've been affected by COVID-19 and the social unrest that has taken place throughout our nation. Thank you. At this time, I would like to invite Senior Class President, Ms. Kayla Dabrowski, to the stage.
Good evening and welcome to Arcadia High School's graduation celebration. I would like to thank all of you for joining us today as we recognize the graduating class of 2020. 2020 is affiliated with Perfect Vision. When we have perfect vision, everything is clear to be seen and ready to be processed. Every moment and every detail is collected so we could see the final picture. Most of us started middle school together. Some of us even started elementary school together. These were the moments that counted. These were the moments where we watched each other shape into the people we are now. We didn't realize it at the time, but every class we took, every sport we played, and every club we joined is the reason why we're here today. Everything we did these past few years counted, and nothing in this world can discredit that. 2020 may not seem like the perfect vision by itself, but that's because it's not. It's the years leading up to 2020 is what makes it the perfect vision. It's the specific details and accomplishments in our lives that thread together to bring us to the final picture. I would like to thank all of the teachers I've ever had, as they are the reasons why I've accomplished so much. I would like to also thank Ms. Large specifically, because even on days where I doubted myself, she was always positive that I'd succeed. The support that the class of 2020 received throughout our years together plays a big part in why we're here today. Arcadia High School already knew that 2020 was going to be the best class, but now they also know that we're the strongest. We may have had a lot of things taken from us, but at the end of the day, that's what makes everything we've experienced so much special. That's what makes our vision perfect.
Thank you, Ms. Dabrowski. Next, I would like to invite Mr. William White to the stage.
First, I would like to say congratulations to each and every one of you. Even though our senior year was cut short, it took us 13 years of hard work, K through 12, to get us to where we are now. Our own hard work is what got us to this point, but it's important not to let up on that gas pedal because now we have our whole future ahead of us. You can only be what you make of yourself, and the only way you can achieve your dreams and to reach your goals is to be crazy enough to try to reach them in the first place. Never be too scared to take an opportunity because once it passes, you may never get that opportunity again. But no matter what you do, just make sure you always stay true to who you are. The class of 20 that will truly never be forgotten, and I couldn't imagine any other class I'd rather be graduating with. So I stand here so proud to say congratulations to the class of 2020.
Thank you, Mr. White. Now I'd like to invite Ms. Sarah Wenzel to the stage.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Arcadia High School's graduation celebration. First, I'd like to thank the Accomack County School Board and all of the faculty and staff at Arcadia High School for bringing together such a short celebration for us. The famous author, Dr. Seuss, once said, "Sometimes you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory." On March 13th, we left Arcadia, believing that we would never be able to return, well, we would only be able to return in a couple of weeks, only to find out that that day would be the final time we were in school, laughing with our friends and teachers as we learned. The week prior to and the week of March 13th was the last time athletes got to take the field, the last time to step up on the mound, the last time to run our hearts out as Firebirds. This pandemic has shown all of us what we are capable of achieving, even when we are given the worst circumstances. As a class, we have faced many complications for the end of what was supposed to be the most memorable year of our school career. We have grown together, learned together, and now we're graduating together. I came to Arcadia my freshman year not knowing who anyone was or what was to be expected. 4 years later, and here we are. I'm proud to be a part of such a dedicated, hardworking, loving, persevering, intelligent, humorous, and humble class. My advice to all of you would be to cherish every moment in your life, because you never know when everything could be ripped away from you. I wish only the best of luck to those of you who are still deciding on which direction you want to pursue, and those of you who are going straight into the workforce, college, and or the military. Now it's time to be all that we set out to be. The class of 2020 has the ability to achieve anything we put our minds to. Here's to the end of something amazing and to the beginning of a brand new spontaneous adventure. Congratulations to the class of 2020, to the senior skip day champions, and to the most unforgettable seniors to ever graduate from Arcadia High School. We made it in the history books, guys. May God bless all of you and watch over you as you journey through life.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in thanking Ms. Dabrowski, Mr. White, and Ms. Wenzel for their words and messages this evening. Thank you, guys. All right, before I get into my remarks for this evening, I'd like to recognize the following groups of people. First, I'd like to thank the Accomack County Board of Supervisors, the Accomack County School Board, and the Central Office staff for their support throughout this school year. Thank you very much. I would like to thank Sheriff Todd Wessels and the Accomack County Sheriff's Office and the Virginia State Police for their help this evening, as well as the support they provide us throughout the school year. We appreciate your service to our community. I would like to thank the Greenback Volunteer Fire Department for coming out this evening and supporting our graduates and displaying our American flag, especially on such short notice. Thank you very, very much. I'd like to thank the teachers and staff of Arcadia High School for their dedication and commitment to the success of all of our students, especially those graduating this evening. Thank you, guys. I would like to thank Ms. Seuss, Mr. Haney, and Dr. Tyler for their support and leadership over the course of this school year. I do appreciate it, and I certainly could not have done it without them. So thank you, guys. I would like to thank all of our families of our graduating class for their continued support, especially during these trying and uncertain times. I think we all know we could not have done this without you, so thank you very much, and give yourselves a round of applause. Gotta love the 3-second delay on WESR. Finally, I would like to thank our seniors for their contributions and commitment to Arcadia High School. I understand this is not how you imagined your senior year going, yet alone your graduation. I understand you missed many of the things that makes one's senior year of high school. Senior night with your teammates, prom, senior banquet, senior picnic, finals, SOLs, senior skip day. Oh wait, you kind of got that one. But nonetheless, no one could have predicted how this year ended. This has been unprecedented. And as disappointing as this may have been for many of you, there is a silver lining and a lesson to be learned. Too often we take the things that are important to us for granted. We assume that tomorrow will be just like today. Sometimes it takes an extreme situation like the one we've been experiencing the last 3 months to open our eyes to what is important and what we value. We cannot rewind the tape. We do not get a redo. If we could change it, I am sure many of us would. I know for a fact I would. But we cannot. What we can do is learn from this whole experience. My challenge to you as you move forward is that you live every day to its fullest. So often we become complacent or lazy and just assume that there will always be tomorrow. I can turn it in tomorrow. I can work harder next time. I can thank someone later. Tomorrow, next time, and later are not guaranteed. I challenge you to live in the moment. Live for today. Go to bed at night knowing that you did your best in case everything changes tomorrow. And at the end of the day, no matter where you end up or what you're doing, please know that you will forever be part of our Firebird family. I would like to congratulate you and your hard work and on your commencement. And please remember, no matter what is going on in your life or in this world, it is always a great day to be a Firebird. Thank you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, an honor graduate is a student with a cumulative GPA of 3.5 or higher. At this time, I would like to recognize Arcadia High School's class of 2020 honor graduates. Valedictorian, Dade Alexander Walker. Salutatorian, Billy Isaac Landon. William Landon White. Sarah Antoinette Wenzel. Rebecca Elizabeth Birch. Annalise Morgan Gillespie. Jocelyn Eileen Harold. Jennifer Soto Perez. Caitlin Marie Miller. Tori Danielle Miller. Denelson Hernandez. Amna Amjad. Taylor Nicole Hutner. Matthew James Green. Imani Monet Press. Victoria Rose Shaw. Kayla Ann Dabrowski. Robert Henry Sterling. Leanne Marie Linton. Jacobo Hernandez. Erica Cayetano Ramirez. Cassandra Thomas. Curtis Leroy Walker. Jayasia Monique Frazier. Traquan D'Angelo Lewis. Denaja Elise Holden. Alexia Maria Johnson. Caleb I. Lawson. Nisha Pierre. Kylan Alexander Wharton. Cecil Addison Bundick. Victor Lawrence Dickerson Jr. Kadarius LaJordan Washington. Shanice LaShawn Long. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating Arcadia High School's 2020 honor grads. At this time, I'd like to invite Ms. Seuss and Mr. Haney to the stage to recognize Arcadia High School's graduating class of 2020.
Good evening, class of 2020. How you doing out there? Woo! Congratulations. Here we go with the roll call. Michael Anthony Annis. Elise Belize. Cassidy Nicole Belote. Elizabeth Renee Belote. Tyre Terrell Bibbins. Kentrell Markeith Bishop. Kayla Eunice Bonilla Valdez. Allison Marie Bowman. Zamaya Lorena Brown. Veronica Castro Catano. Michael Grave Chaperone. Danae Tylese Charles. Kevin Nathan Collins. Demonta Tyrell Copes. William James Lee Corbin. Tyler Wade Crockett. Amir Latre Davis. Harley Tony De La Cruz Gomez. Ednanson Diaz Mendez. Maynard Diaz Morales. Malia Asia Dickerson. Cameron Aquise Downing. Victor Jerome Drummond. Wanique Lachey Drummond. Nia Nicole Duffy. Lady Yarissa Enriquez Lopez. Ari Jaden Finney. David Allen Gaffney. Janaya Jasmine Gilliard. Ingrid Garcia Antonio. Victor Estrado Garcia Cabrera. Kalia Arlena Giddens. Jaden Jaheim Gilliam. Markayla Lachelle Godwin. Marvin Alexander Gomez Alvaro. Jasmine Noelia Gomez Morales. Jose Fernando Gonzalez Hernandez. Joanna Isabel Gonzalez Velasquez. Sadie Michelle Gramajo. Keith Aaron Greenidge. Ian Foster Gazelle. Jordan Alexander Gummison. Isis Chanel Handy. Bobby Lee Harmon. Saika Taina Harmon. Ronnie Terrera Harmon. Kelly Lehman Hart. Sinai Monique Henry. Kevin Carlitos Hinman. Jaden Antonio Hope. Nevaeh Claude Howard. Calexis Tyreka Takeria Hubbard. Leslie Samantha Issacoy Cabrera. Toriana Nicole Johnson. Nicholas Tyler Jones. Kalia Deshante Jubilee. Joshua Lamont Justice. Walter Kanicki. Morgan Rochelle Knox. Allison Shea Lang. Sarah Mackenzie Lewis. Colin Orion Marshall. Lauren McKenzie Marshall. Ziaisha Lachey Matthews. Gabriel Wayne McCleary. Rafael Antonia Mejia Cux. Gilmar Menendez. Richard Ashton Merritt. Avion Elijah Miller. Micaiah Shantae Miller. Stephen James Milner. Katasia Maan Mobley. Atanel Morales Medina. Nettie Selena Morales Perez. Alba Desi Morales Antizo. Arnelli Cesbel Morales Perez. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Seuss. I would also like to extend my congratulations to the class of 2020. It's been a great 4 years. We've enjoyed having you, and I wish you the very best of luck in all of your future endeavors. So without further ado, congratulations to the following graduates. Larquan Malik Newsom. Brian Feliciano Ortiz Perez. Kelly Ulissa Ortiz Roblero. Roderline Darlene Pacifi. Jessica Perez Gonzalez. Osberto Perez Mendez. Deshaun Terrell Polk. Imani Monique Press. Kevin Ramirez Gutierrez. Kintasia Monet Reed. Yenny Stephanie Reyes. Michaela Lee Robinson. Miguel Angel Rodriguez Samayoa. Angelica Marie Rodriguez. Noel Fernando Rodriguez. Quintira Lenasia Rogers. Philip Adolfo Rose. Ryan Lawrence Rose. Alberto Salazar Merida. Julia Rosales Sanchez. Denasia Equana Scarborough. William Allen Scarborough. Lorenza Segundo Aguilan. Gustavo Cepeda Gomez. Luke Tanner Sharp. Alexis Bryden Shreves. Justice Savion Sterling. Elijah McKinley Stith. Tanya Nicole Taylor. Maya Janae Thomas. Amari DeGracio Townsend. Bernasia Unique Townsend. Tanaja Monique Townsend. Malachi Kinol Toll. Sean Michael Turner. Isaiah Christopher Van Hart. Angel Rogelio Vasquez. Raul Velasquez Escalante. Grizzly Vanessa Ventura. Micharlene Verger. Abigail Christine Voiles. Hunter Paige Voiles. Skylar Frank Voiles. Jael Catrice Watson. Ashanti Simone Weeks. Christopher Lee Wharton. Lethan Jaka Williams. Jacob Richard Wright. Christopher David Zachary.
Congratulations to all of our graduates. Before I confirm the graduates, I'd just like to remind everyone to remain in their vehicles as we exit the parking lot, and please follow the staff directives. We will be dismissing lane by lane, starting on our furthest outside lane. We are fortunate enough that the state police and the sheriff's department will block the light at Route 13 so you can exit in a quick and timely fashion and will not have to wait for traffic. Please make sure you drive home safely, and thank you again for coming. Now the part many of you have been waiting for. Graduates, by the power vested in me by the Commonwealth of Virginia, I do hereby pronounce you 2020 graduates of Arcadia High School. Congratulations.
And there you have it. Congratulations to the 2020 Arcadia High School Firebird class.
Say, don't be reckless with other people's hearts. Don't put up with people who are reckless with yours. Floss. Don't waste your time on jealousy. Sometimes you're ahead, sometimes you're behind. The race is long, and in the end, it's only with yourself. Remember compliments you receive. Forget the insults. If you succeed in doing this, tell me how. Keep your old love letters. Throw away your old bank statements. Stretch. Don't feel guilty if you don't know what you want to do with your life. The most interesting people I know didn't know at 22 what they wanted to do with their lives. Some of the most interesting 40-year-olds I know still don't. Get plenty of calcium. Be kind to your knees. You'll miss them when they're gone. Maybe you'll marry, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll have children, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll divorce at 40. Maybe you'll dance the funky chicken on your 75th wedding anniversary. Whatever you do, don't congratulate yourself too much, or berate yourself either. Your choices are half chance. So are everybody else's. Enjoy your body. Use it every way you can. Don't be afraid of it or what other people think of it. It's the greatest instrument you'll ever own. Dance. Even if you have nowhere to do it but in your own living room. Read the directions, even if you don't follow them. Do not read beauty magazines. They will only make you feel ugly.
Brother and sister, together we'll make it through. Someday our spirit will take you and guide you there. I know you've been hurting, but I've been waiting to be there for you.
to know your parents. You never know when they'll be gone for good. Be nice to your siblings. They're your best link to your past and the people most likely to stick with you in the future. Understand that friends come and go, but with a precious few, you should hold on. Work hard to bridge the gaps in geography and lifestyle, because the older you get, the more you need the people you knew when you were young. Live in New York City once, but leave before it makes you hard. Live in Northern California once, but leave before it makes you soft. Travel. Accept certain inalienable truths. Prices will rise, politicians will philander, you too will get old. And when you do, you'll fantasize that when you were young, prices were reasonable, politicians were noble, and children respected their elders. Respect your elders. Don't expect anyone else to support you. Maybe you have a trust fund, maybe you'll have a wealthy spouse, but you never know when either one might run out. Don't mess too much with your hair, or by the time you're 40, it will look 85. Be careful whose advice you buy, but be patient with those who supply it. Advice is a form of nostalgia. Dispensing it is a way of fishing the past from the disposal, wiping it off, painting over the ugly parts, and recycling it for more than it's worth. But trust me on the sunscreen.